And so most people go through their life, they have no financial goals, no personal goals, like I did. I read that book and it said, you don't have a study problem, you have a goal problem. I never get set a goal before in my entire life. I just showed up and thought, either you're smart or you're not, either you're talented or not, if you're skilled or not. You had no control on how your life was going to turn out because you were born into your life. And boy, was I wrong. Even to this day, trust me, even to this day, at my age, I write out my goals every day. You know why? It's my life. It's my life. It's your life. How many more lives you got? I mean, how's it been going so far without writing out your goals? I know some people don't have to write out their goals. Like John Addison said, I don't write out goals. I tried that. See, he was on a salary. See, I was not a salary. I had to have dreams, and I have goals and aspirations, and like you were talking about, Randy, you had to motivate yourself every day to go out there and do the things you frankly don't want to do. Remember Carol saying, you like to make phone calls. No, I don't. I make the phone calls because of what? It gets me what I want to have. I want that more than I care about what it takes to make the phone calls with. And so what are your dreams? What are your aspirations? Imagine playing basketball and you're running down the court and you go up for a shot and someone took the goal. You go, where's the goal? Someone's got to have a goal around here. No goal. Well, how do you play basketball? That's what they call the goal line. Not the goal line. Goal line. There's a goal. What's your goal line? And so what are the things you got to be thinking about on a daily basis because it's your life? And by the way, your spouses are waiting for you to do it. It's funny, they don't have to do it. Spouses don't want to do all this stuff. They're waiting for their husbands to do it. Isn't that interesting? Because what, you don't have a life? You don't have dreams and aspirations? Oh, I see what happens. You see, you go to high school, you go to college, and they tell you what your life should be like by people who are working a job as teachers that they don't really like what they do. About 70% of all the teachers don't want to be in teaching. The only reason they're there is because what? Paycheck. Oh, they love teaching. I know they loved it at first. But by the time you're in age 32 or 34, the enjoyment is long gone out of teaching. So what are some of the things you got to be thinking about? Number one, your financial goals. How much money do you want to make? And I'll talk tomorrow about how you've already got the cliches in your head that somebody else put in there. The programming is in there. Someone else programmed you. Money's not important to me, Bill. How much is enough? Make too much money, go to hell? See, I love that one. Make too much money and you go to hell. I said, oh, really? Can you tell me exactly how much that is? Because I'm going to make $1 less. Then you start asking him, how much? I said, 40,000, then you go to hell? Bam, come on. You can always tell when they don't know what they're talking. They go, come on. Especially I'm from Chicago. It's not come on, it's come on. Kind of ugly. South side Chicago, kind of blue collar, ethnic, right? Is it 50,000? Come on. 70,000? Come on. 80,000? You're getting close. You find out everyone making more money than you's going to hell. But not you. Not you going to hell. See, you don't need that much more to be happy. Well, how much you need to be happy? I don't know, but I don't need much more than I need to be happy. We got our cliches in our heads. And what? It's our lid. It's our loser's lid. Right? And the government is good at this, by the way. The rich, the poor, the middle class. Well, what's the poor? Poor. Well, what poor? They don't even tell you what poor is. They get you all stimulated. They're gonna, the rich are hurting the poor. How? Bobby and I are rich, and you're rich, bro. How are we hurting the poor? But see, the government politicians get rich, telling the people how bad the rich people are. How can a politician be a politician and be rich when he gets out? How can that be? You know why? Because he's telling people how bad the rich people are. So let's take from the rich and give to the poor. You realize you're hurting the poor when you give them something? Just take a look at society. How long have you been helping the poor? How are we doing? So first of all, what do you want your income to be? When you were born and you came out of your baby's womb, they used to, mother's womb, they used to slap you on the butt, right? I don't know if they do it anymore. But when you came out of that womb, there was not a tattoo on your butt. That's it, $50,000 a year person. Might have been a barcode, right? $50,000 a year person. But somewhere along the line, you thought, $50,000 is all I need to be happy. If I can make $50,000 a year. I remember my wife saying that if we could ever make $25,000 a year, we could be happy. We started making $25,000 and we weren't happy. Luckily, I wanted to make more than that. She thought, well, you're making $100 now. Back off, slow down. I said, I don't want to slow down. I'm not going to be happy. You say, well, how much is going to make you happy? If you're capable of making it, you should. I remember making the decision